Hey, welcome back. And now we're going to go ahead and do the follow-up appointment to Charlie's initial sales conversation. And so I have Charlie back. Just so you're curious as far as what do I have here, I have a glass of water. I have my outline because I can never remember what to say. I also have my book so that I can help Charlie with the rest of his goals. Because I only know really about those top 10, I don't have everything memorized about every essential oil there. So those are the tools. I also have a piece of paper, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So Charlie, can you say hi?
Hi.
Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the follow-up appointment. Okay, Charlie, so today we're going to review your goals. We're going to make a list of all the things that relate. Then I'll show you how to order so that you can save the most money and get the most free stuff. A lot of people make mistakes with how to order, so I want to make sure that you don't run into the same issues as well or miss out. Then I'll explain how the business side works. Most people want to learn about it just even out of curiosity. Is there anything else that you would like to make sure we cover today?
I don't think so. All that sounds good.
Okay, great. Now, I think I remember most of your goals from our last appointment, but I don't want to miss anything or make any assumptions. So can you remind me about your health goals that we talked about later, and then any others you've thought about since we last spoke?
I might have to remember them myself. But I know one was just being healthy, or like eating healthy, and maintaining a reasonable weight. Not overeating. That's different. I don't think there's an oil for not overeating.
Sure.
But anyway, yeah, diet and eating healthy. And then both my kids kind of have some like allergies and asthma issues. And then my youngest daughter and I maybe share a dry skin problem. So
I remember.
So we both are, I get itchy, dry skin on my hands, and then that is magnified, I guess, what you say, or worsened when I go to work because I wear lab gloves that make my skin drier.
Okay.
So those three things, as far as health is concerned, I think that's it that I can recall, or that I can think of, and I don't think anything new has come to mind since.
Okay. Perfect. So I have all those written down now. Now, a lot of customers also have goals like around mood management, like not freaking out on each other, natural cleaning solutions, vitamins, supplements, skin or hair care. I think you mentioned a little bit about that. And also like weight loss. Do any of those apply to you?
I mean, weight loss, like I mentioned, and then I mean, maybe a couple of those hit. I can't. Just in general, just wanting to stay healthy. So, like you mentioned, clean and healthy hair, and I think you might have just mentioned teeth. But yeah, like all those, or anyway, just being generally healthy.
Okay, well that's like super unhelpful because I don't cover everything, but I guess that's cool. We'll just go ahead and show you everything that we make.
Okay.
Maybe not everything we make. I heard because that'll really overwhelm you. That's why I'm trying to.
Oh, I see. Sorry.
Narrow it down a little bit. So I just wrote down weight loss here, and then you can obviously play around on the site. If we went over literally every single thing, we would be speaking for like 2 or 3 hours. And I really just want to get you started right now. Is that cool?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, awesome. So what I'm going to do is I have my little book here because there's no way I can remember everything. And then I'm going to go ahead and screen share like just a Word document. And I'm going to make a list for you. So do you have a pen and a piece of paper handy there, Charlie? Okay, cool. So you'll probably want to write down these things as well. So what I'm going to do is just do like a comprehensive, like out of the book, like here are all the things that help with those now that you have the basics. So Charlie's oil list. So the way you can look at this, oh, sorry for that. Okay, can you see that okay?
Yes.
Okay, Charlie's oil list.
Yes.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these goals in, right? So we have weight loss. We have overeating, which is kind of tied, right? We have allergies, asthma, dry skin. That's it, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to make a list. I'm going to put the ones on here that you already have, right, in the kit that you bought before. But I'm also going to put some others that will also be able to support it. So you kind of have a running list. I would love to think that every day you and I will talk about essential oils. But if something comes up, you'll basically just have a list of which, because I'm not going to order oils for you anymore. You're going to go and do it on your own, like whenever it works for you. So that's why I just want to make sure that you know what are the things that are going to help you. Cool?
Yes.
All right, so let's go ahead and start with weight loss. And, we can talk later about you getting one of these books. Well, the weight loss is going to be something different. I'm going to hold off on weight loss for right now. Let me see if I can find something for overeating in the book here.
Okay.
I have over-exercise. That's funny. Okay. So overeating, uncontrolled ingestion of sizable quantities of food in a discrete interval, usually with lack of control over the activity. Does that sound right?
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
All right, cool. So, all right. So we have ginger, cinnamon, metabolic blend, coriander, and grapefruit. So you can use these to curb your overeating. Okay, so now we're going to move to allergies. Now I have one for insect allergies, and I have pet dander allergies.
Probably the pet dander would be more applicable for our house.
You have pets?
No, but like in the past we've had our daughter tested, and I guess she is allergic to dog hair, I think. Okay. And so, it just floats around, right? So, if she, or if it gets, or if she's too close to or something, and spends too much time with the dog, then I'm sure she'll be affected by it. So I would think that would be more versus the insect allergies. I think at least the pet dander would be more applicable.
Yeah. Do you feel like is it seasonal allergies, like they get a stuffy nose and stuff like that? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's change that then to congestion. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Okay. We have lemon, and I think you have that one, right?
I think so, yeah.
Peppermint, fennel, inspiration blend, which you have. That's the breathe. Okay, and then eucalyptus. And then let me show you asthma. Oops, I wrote asthma again. Respiration blend. Eucalyptus. Rosemary. Peppermint. Cardamom. Cool. And you have respiration blend already, and you already have peppermint, which is good.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not in the book under dry skin. Let me just go find skin and see if we can, that'll do it. H-I-J. Okay, skin, parentheses, dry. Myrrh arbor vitae. All right, cool. So we have overeating, allergies, and congestion, asthma, dry skin. I'm surprised. Let me look in the index about weight loss because I'm trying to figure out why it's not. Okay, well, we do have some slim and sassy stuff that's for weight loss, so we'll just get to that when we go to the site. Okay. So were you able to jot these down?
Some of them, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You want me to give you a minute so you can jot down the rest?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just let me know when you're ready. Take your time.
Okay. And this may seem like a silly question, but while I'm writing this down, you can answer. I noticed a couple of these were like fennel and coriander.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of like, again, a silly question, but we also have those in our cupboard for spices.
Oh yeah.
So like, you know, if it came down to it, could I add a drop or two or rosemary drop or two of these oils while I'm in my maybe in substitution of spices?
Yes. So when you get the bottle, if it has nutritional facts, it means you can ingest it. So
Okay.
which were the one you mentioned? Fennel. Let me go to the congestion thing because it's going to tell me right here if you can ingest those.
Okay.
It's just going to be super concentrated.
Right. So not use as much as I would normally if I was cooking.
Yeah. So lemon you can ingest, peppermint you can ingest, fennel you can ingest, eucalyptus you can. What did you say? Cardamom? No, you said
Coriander under the overeating.
right. Okay. I'm thinking yes on that one as well.
Okay.
But let me just verify because yeah, all the ones under overeating show that you can you wouldn't smell them like some of the other ones
Mm-hmm.
to get the effects, but those ones would be that you could put on your body or drink them or ingest them. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Yep.
All right. Awesome. So the next thing we're gonna do is I'm going to. Oh, do you need another minute?
Yeah. Hold on, sorry.
Okay. No problem.
Okay. Go ahead.
Cool. So I'm going to go and stop the screen share now. And then what I'd like for you to do would be to start your screen share. I'm going to walk you through your website so you know how to order and how to do all that stuff because I'm not going to be there all the time. So go ahead and just pull up Chrome or something.
Okay.
And then if you can share the screen by hitting the share screen button, that would be awesome.
And then would I share the whole screen or?
Yeah, that's fine. It's easiest because if you only share one thing at a time, sometimes if we bounce around, it makes it a little bit challenging.
Okay.
Okay, so the website is going to be mydoterra.com.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. That was easy. So it looks like you've already been into your site.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and log in.
Okay.
Okay. So let me explain how the LRP program works. If you see over on the right, you'll see it says do one-time order or like LRP. Now, if you go in and read that, it's going to be super confusing and it's not going to make any sense. But let me tell you what I did. When I started, like I'm paranoid of monthly orders or stuff like that. So I did my first couple $100 on a one-time order. And I ended up missing out on like $30 worth of free oils because I didn't order right. So I want to just make sure that you fate. So let me just briefly explain the loyalty rewards program, and you'll get it as time goes on, and you can also ask me questions. So when you order, you'll want to always use the loyalty rewards template. And when you do that, when you first start off, you'll get 10% product credits back that you can use on your next order. You also get credits for shipping. So shipping is typically $9. And so those credits also go towards it. Now your order does need to be $50 or more to get those credits. But that's basically the way it works. So like based on the goals that we went over, you can see that you're going to be using Breathe and Peppermint like it's going out of style, right? So I don't remember the prices off the top of my head, but let's say Peppermint's like $20, right? So that basically means just using loyalty rewards, like that $9 in shipping and then whatever you get, you could probably get a free Peppermint every month or every other month, depending on what you're ordering. Just, for just doing the ordering, right? And so like that's really, really cool. I typically get at least one bottle a month or every other month based on what I order. And some of the ones like lemon, I think was on there that you would use a lot. That one's only $10. So you could get one of those pretty much every month for free. Okay. Just because you did your loyalty rewards and you placed it that way instead of one-time order. So the biggest concern that most people get is, well, wait, I don't want that same thing coming every single month, right? I want to change it. So it's really, really easy to edit it. And also doTERRA is not going to leave you hanging and all of a sudden your credit card gets charged. They're going to email you a couple days before saying, hey, Charlie, you have an order that's going to go through in a couple days. Like, do you want it? Here's what's on it. And if you don't want it, then go back into your site real quick and adjust it. Okay. Okay, how does all that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay, cool. And if you continue to buy like each month through the loyalty rewards, it can go up to 30% back. So like if you spent $100, you get 30 points plus the shipping, you get like 39 points in a month, which is really cool.
Okay.
Okay. Any questions so far on that?
No.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to enter things into your loyalty rewards. I'm going to pull up my site because every time I talk, it switches to my, so I can't see what you see. Okay, so just give me 1 second to get to the same place you were.
Sure.
Okay, so let's go ahead and start a new loyalty rewards template.
Okay.
Okay. You can, yeah, go ahead and do that. Now, it's going to have you pick a date, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me give you a couple of tips. Between the 1st and the 15th of the month, there's usually... Hold on, me?
Yeah, you cut out for a second.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so between the 1st and the 15th, there's usually a product of the month. So if you spend 125, like once every 3 months, there's a $200 one, which gives you a bunch of free stuff. So do you see up in the top left, is it like changing the little promotions?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so give it a second and look, you'll see a breathe promotion. So we've talked about that one.
Right.
You would use a lot. So you can see it'll give you a free breathe stick, respiratory drops, a bottle of breathe. And so that's if you order between the 1st and the 15th of the month. They'll give you, and the order is above a certain amount, then they'll give you those particular products.
Okay.
So I typically recommend to make sure your order goes between the 1st and the 15th of the month, but you can choose any date you like. And remember, it's going to email you and say, like, hey, this is coming through. So just go ahead and pick a date that's showing.
Okay.
Okay, what did you end up choosing?
The 18th.
Okay.
Just the first one available.
Okay. Okay. So then scroll down, do next to add products to your cart. And then you'll see, does it show you shipping options?
Yes.
Okay, make sure, now are you planning on, I guess we'll talk about this a little later, but for right now, are you thinking about doing, like selling some of these products at retail?
I don't know. I haven't thought about that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head.
Okay, so then we're just going to go ahead and check that box that says this is for personal consumption.
Oh, okay.
Click review cart.
Okay.
Okay, so it says no items have been added to your cart, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do continue shopping. So now I'm going to kind of walk you through. So the first thing, let me see. Okay, so the weight loss we didn't spend a whole lot of time on. So go ahead and click on, you see how it says essential oils and then wellness?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and click on wellness.
Okay.
And then click where it says slim and sassy, which is totally what I see when I think of you.
Right. Right. Okay.
Okay. So there's the Slim and Sassy essential oil. Yes, guys can use it. There's shakes, and then or soft gels. So which do you think would better fit you, like just to start?
I think I would like the shakes.
Okay, vanilla or chocolate?
Good question. Probably vanilla.
Okay, so go ahead and click add to cart. What we're gonna do is I'm just gonna show you how to add stuff to your cart so you know how it looks. And then you can take stuff off. I only want you to, actually buy whatever you feel comfortable with.
Okay.
Okay. So we did add to cart, so you can do it that way. If you go to the right and you click where it says view totals, I'm going to show you another way to add stuff to your cart.
Okay.
Review cart. Okay, and so now you see the vanilla trim shake there?
It just says items, subtotal, the shipping, the points, and then my total price. So it doesn't list necessarily the item.
Scroll down on the right.
I have a bunch of options, like suggestions, I guess.
Click where it says review cart.
Oh, okay. Should I also click this for personal consumption?
Yes, please.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay, so go ahead and click where it says quick add to cart. And now I'm going to pull up your little wish list here.
Oh, okay.
And so we see a bunch that are on there that you can see you're going to use a lot and or you don't have, right? Mm-hmm. So like you see respiration blend, eucalyptus, peppermint, right? We see those all over there. So let's go ahead, if you just go to that little quick search and just put in peppermint, see what pops up.
Okay.
So there
So
it is.
drop down. So just pick one of those, or
Yeah,
right?
the top one is the essential oil one.
Okay.
That's probably the one you want. And then there's different options, right? So they have like the little beadlets, and so you'll be able to figure it out.
Okay.
So now go ahead and type in respiration blend. Nope. Okay, try breathe.
Okay.
Okay, so which one do you think you'll want to pick out of those four if you read those descriptions?
Well, I guess the cardamom was also one of those, was also one of the ones that you had mentioned on the under asthma. So, like, I guess I would think that, with those two together, right, that would make sense.
Yep, and that's the bottle that you have in your kit too.
Okay.
So, like, I'm sure just in the past week or two that you've already started to go through that pretty quickly.
Right.
So that's the bottle that you're looking for. And then I would maybe put eucalyptus because that's crossing over to a bunch of them.
Okay.
And then I would add, like for the overeating, you know how it said ginger? Like there were 5 different ones.
Uh-huh.
It goes from like top to bottom as far as most effective.
Oh.
So let's just go ahead and start with like something like ginger for the overeating.
Okay.
Okay. And for the dry skin, if you want to like add that top one, myrrh.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So you see how all that works?
Yeah.
Okay. So now what you can do is, obviously you just want to order what is comfortable for you and what makes sense based on what your family needs. So, I mean, you can go ahead and X out whatever you don't want to get. If you want to get them all, you can just hit save cart or you can just adjust it later.
Okay.
Where's Mommy?
She's working.
Where?
In the house.
Where in the house? In my room?
Maybe. But don't bother her. She's working. Okay.
I just want to see if she's in my room. That's all.
Okay. Sorry.
That's okay. I think I'm going to get interrupted in just a minute.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. So does that make sense how to do the order properly?
Yes.
Okay. And you'll see, like, if you ordered that, you would get 17 reward points plus the shipping. You get $25 in rewards points back. Hi, sweetie. I'm doing some work with Dad. Do you want to watch?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Does that all help, Charlie? Is that good?
Yes, that makes sense. Yes.
Okay, cool. So we can go ahead and stop the screen share now.
Okay.
Hi, Papa.
Okay. So now you know how to order. You kind of have your list set up. You can do that however you want to go ahead and do it. The next thing to chat about is whether or not you want to host an event. So I'm going to run it by you, and then you'll be able to decide. Either way is cool with me, but I just want to make sure you have that option. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So one of my friends hosted like a little class for one of her customers. She had 3 people show up, and just for having some of her friends over and giving them an opportunity to learn about the product, she got $120 in free products and like $80, which is pretty cool, right?
Oh.
Okay, cool. Even when I started, I took advantage of the share program that we have, and I'll give you, I'll leave you with one of those. You should be quiet, sweetie. And I was able to earn $120 worth of free product. And for me, like, I was able, through that program, you're able to get the eucalyptus for free, On Guard for free, stuff like that, which is stuff that you're going to be using a lot anyways. So here's how it works. We would set a date. The class would take about an hour on my end. I'll give you an approach of what to say to invite people. We'll have fun, and if they buy, great. If not, no big deal. We'll still, make sure we have a good time. This is going downhill fast. And that's pretty much how the class goes. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Okay, awesome. Excuse me?
It sounds easy.
Yeah. Well, and I'm going to help you too. So the first thing we'll do is set up a time, and you'll only need to start inviting people like 4 days away. I'm sure, has essential oils already come up in your conversation since you got your kit?
A little bit.
Okay. So like those are people that you can invite. Like I said, they don't have to get anything. And I'll even give you a little approach, which you can use to call or text at that point. Okay. So we probably don't want to delay too long because you only have 120 days for that program. So I have an opening, like today's Monday, right? So I could do this upcoming Sunday at 3, or would the following Sunday be better for you?
I think this Sunday would be fine.
Okay, at 3? Okay, great. So let's set that aside for just a moment, and we'll talk about that before we leave. And the last thing that we have on the agenda as far as things that I wanted to go over would be the business side. Now, have you ever thought about running your own business?
No.
Okay. Is that something that you feel like you would like to do, like a side part-time business in addition to your full-time job?
Yeah, as you just mentioned, a full-time job already. So, I mean, it's interesting, but there are definitely some time constraints and other energy constraints that go along with that, right? So, so I don't know how enthusiastic I would be about doing that at this point, but I think in the future, or maybe depending on how things go after this class or something, then I could pursue it gauge my interest level after that.
Yeah, that sounds good. Well, let me briefly explain how it works, just so you have an idea. You would go around doing conversations like the ones I've had with you, right? Like the class, or a one-on-one, or like this follow-up appointment, which is pretty simple, right? And then I can teach you how to do that. You earn commissions on each sale, as well as like any repeat orders over time, and anyone who, if they choose to do the business, right, then you would earn some commissions off of what they sell as well. So if that's something that you'd like to learn more about, maybe after the class, we can talk about it then.
Okay.
Okay. And that door is always going to be open. And what most people like is the flexibility. So, I mean, you could do it in, 5 hours a week if you wanted, or you could go like gangbusters. It's really kind of up to you. And I can help you set all that stuff up and like train you and stuff. And a lot of people just really like the flexibility and especially the residual income after a while,
sure.
Which is probably the biggest thing. But it is like starting your own business, a lot of hard work in the beginning, right? But the nice thing is it's not like $10,000 of startup costs.
Right, true.
All right, cool. Okay, so I think the last thing we need to do is I'm just going to give you some handouts here, like on the share program and what to tell your people. And then we can, reconnect tomorrow or the next day as far as how things are going with that. Okay? All right, cool. Well, thank you so much, Charlie. Do you have any other questions before we get off the phone?
No.
And don't worry about your kid. I thought she was absolutely adorable.
That's good. I hope so.
Right. And I hope viewers, you enjoyed a little visit from Haley. Obviously, you guys are in the class, so I hope that was cool with you, but we want to make sure to get this example video out to you as soon as possible without delay. So you got a little side of cuteness for today. All right. So hope you guys like that. I have all of the approaches, in the modules and everything, and you guys are good to go. Thanks, Charlie.